party. We're on the crack of dawn, and it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Here I am with Christina Purbeck. Of course, she's got some pink on. It's blending in with our nice little charcuterie board. We're just hanging out tonight. We're doing an episode, and Rich C is on our camera. He's our camera guy tonight, directing and everything. And we decided that we're going to make Valentines, sort of like when you're in 4th grade. I mean, didn't you always make Valentines?
So fun.
And it's not like now, you can't do Easter, oh gosh, because everybody, what if you're not, don't celebrate, can't do Christmas, can't do this, can't do that. But
yeah.
Everybody says it's a Hallmark holiday and it's dumb and all this stuff, but like with kids, it's kind of good because you don't have to worry about the Christmas thing, if someone's Christian, if someone's this, and you're not stepping on anybody's toes. So I don't know if everybody remembers these, but I got these doilies. And if you're Italian, your grandmother probably had her couch covered in what, plastic? Did they do it? Yeah, they always had their couch was covered in plastic. Yeah. And there was a doily on pretty much every glass tabletop. It's an Italian thing.
It is.
And we were just saying, you're Polish, right? And your husband there?
Yes.
Right? Now, did they do the doily thing? Like, what do Polish people like decorate?
Oh, yeah.
Doilies?
Totally doily.
Doilies?
Yeah. And crochet. Everything was crochet.
Oh, like a crochet
and like
doily?
the orange shag rugs with the...
Really? It's so
the
fun.
wood paneling. Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're kind of trying to go back in time and just have fun. And then Rich... So he does a lot of work for Nutmeg TV. I don't know if you knew this, but he flies drones professionally. So it's like those white Chinese bombs that are flying around in there. I mean, what are those? What do you think they are?
It's China spying on us.
Some lady said, like literally some like lady on the news said that she thought they were like, no, I think she said, don't worry, they're not aliens. But I mean, that scares people because it's like, what is going on? We don't even know.
They're white balloons. Yeah.
I think they're like, I mean, they're as big as a car, they're saying. Right?
Yeah. They're pretty big.
And they're flying over and like, I'm thinking like, is our military okay? Because if people are floating balloons over and we don't know where they're from, like it's kind of scary.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, it's Valentine's today, so now we're not talking war, we're talking love. So we're doing what I decided to do. I don't know what you're doing on yours, but I brought like a Mod Podge or hodgepodge of stuff. I got these watercolors. I think I can walk around with this. I'm going to do it. I got these watercolors. No, they're acrylic paints, but everybody says, oh, it's different. I got acrylic. Watercolor and acrylic paint, both of them are diluted with water. So it's pretty much just packaged a little bit differently. But oil paint, you need turpentine to make it spread. So really, just pick up a pack of that. And then for $1.99, I got us each a canvas. And they're little. And we're just kind of having fun doing what we want. She's making a pop-up card. Show them the pop-up card. I mean, it's adorable. So when someone opens it, just by bending some of the paper, using a glue stick, it's so fun.
Yeah, little pop-up.
So, so on our way over here, we were just at her house. And you guys go on a date night like every week. Every week.
Sometimes twice a week.
I know, I feel awful. I'm like,
and we've been married 27 years this year.
27 years, and they go on a date night.
Together, 29.
29 years.
And we go on a date night.
Every single week they go.
Ever since the kids were babies, my mother said, you guys are going to need a date night, because that's what my grandparents did for my parents.
They did?
They watched us, and my parents went on a date night.
Really?
So every week we've continued with it. Now the kids are older, 17.
So you can leave them home. It's not
15,
a big deal. They love it.
12. Yeah, so it's like, now we have the freedom to say, hey, let's go for a cocktail down at Five Corners.
Do whatever you want.
Let's go for an appetizer. Let's head up a brewery. And we keep that romance in it.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, and it gives us something to look forward to every week. Like, well,
and it's funny because it's like we do none of it, and it's like I'm not going to lie or anything. I mean, I think we've been married 23 years this year, not quite as long, close, but we just don't. And like I'm sure a lot of people out there are thinking like we don't either. And I'm sure a lot of people are out there like I'm going to strangle myself. I'm so sick of them. But we don't. But like to take that time and just do it.
Yeah, it's very important in a relationship.
It's hard to drop the vacuum cleaner saying like, oh God, there's dishes in the sink, or I can't do anything. And I'm sure a lot of ladies are, we were just saying those Karens, not to be mean. But like you got to just stop and think like, who cares? Drop it all, go.
Yeah. It's a good bonding
time. You can do it later.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gives you something to look forward to every week. It keeps the marriage and the passion alive. And
they'll even go for coffee. It doesn't have to be drinks and dinner. They'll do coffee.
We'll go to
you guys do car shows.
We do car shows. A lot of that.
And those are all over the state, or like?
All over the state.
They are. And Massachusetts too, or just Connecticut?
It's all of New England and any state actually.
It is?
Yeah, there's Mopars of New England and Mopars of Connecticut. And I bought a Dodge Charger last year.
That's what it is? I didn't even know that.
And so I take Frostbite because that's the color of her. And she's
That's what
real
color you got?
Pretty. Yeah, she's real pretty. And everybody loves when I bring Frostbite to the car shows because it's a rare color. Frostbite is like a blue, a different kind of blue. And I always get looks. And I saw a Dodge
Like
Charger.
this?
No, like more like
the combination
like
of those
that,
two?
but a little darker. And I saw a Dodge, a brand new one. It looked like a red today, coming out of ShopRite Plaza. And the guy looked right at my car. He was going by, and I'm
you
looking
don't
at
see the
his car,
color?
and we're like, Mopars. You could tell it was like loving the color of the car.
Same. Did you have the same model and make and everything? Oh, you did? That's so fun. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're into the cars. Dave has one too, right?
A Dodge Durango Hemi.
Different, yeah.
10.3 miles per gallon for the gas. So it's not fun nowadays driving that. That's his everyday
it
car.
takes a lot of gas. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
So Rich C. is our director tonight and our cameraman, and he's going to fly a drone. So he's known for, he's a professional drone flyer amongst other things, but we're just going to talk about that tonight. But he does, like, say, like Lake Compounds wants to do an ad and show on a commercial, like that they have fairgrounds and this and that. And you can't show that stuff just walking around. It'd take hours. But he flies the thing all around the park, gets the perfect thing, gets it for sales, all things like that. Also does cameras at the Wesleyan. I mean, it's very talented. So he's going to fly the drone around, and like, it's not easy. Have you ever bought your kid a drone for Christmas and they flew it right into like the fireplace? And
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
They're usually outside and it hits trees and
Do you remember the things that you could fly? It was a ferry, because you have two girls. It was a ferry, and it was like a drone, and it came with a remote control, and I'm not kidding. My daughter flew the ferry right into the burn, because we only do a fireplace on Christmas Eve. And we let her open a gift, and she opened the ferry and literally flew it right into the fire.
Oh no, oh no.
You know, all those gifts that are just,
Sure.
so we're having fun here. We're just kind of doing what we want. Rich is going to fly the drone, and Rich said it's about $100. So I just put this, I'm going to show you what I did. We're just having fun. So all you do is like go to Ocean State, sit down with your kids. It doesn't matter if they're 4, 5, 16, 17, like get all this stuff. Because you can't just have nothing and say, hey, let's have fun with the kids. They're going to be like, Mom, this is lame. But if you have paint and, canvas and stuff that they're going to get interested in, you can spend time with your kids. And the other thing is like Christina bakes and cooks. So if you were going to do Valentine's with your kids, you could say, okay, let's let this dry for a second and go mix up a batch of cookies.
Right.
Yeah, and while it's drying, we'll put the cookies in the oven, mix them up, and then we'll come back to the Valentines, because sometimes kids get bored or they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. It happens all the time. And, it's just fun, because a lot of people think, kids are all hooked on computers. And here comes the drone. Oh my God, this is so cool. I feel like it's Star Wars. Oh, it makes this crazy noise. It's coming at me. Look at this is so cool. Rich, you're so good at this. This is a good present. Will it break if it hits the wall? No? He says no. Okay, I'm taking a Purple Heart. Oh my God, so I have to tell this story. It's pretty gross, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. So, have you ever been worked at a restaurant or a bar?
I have not.
Never? Okay, it's a good idea.
Never worked.
Yeah. So, I always tell my kids I don't want them working at restaurants or bars, really, for that matter, because it's just a lot of cringy stuff. Sorry, but anybody that works there, it's hard work, and you can get into a lot of trouble because you're working late hours, and there's all sorts of bad stuff going around. But anyway, I was a bartender for quite a while, and I worked at a really cringy place. Kind of in, in the middle of the woods.
Yeah?
Yeah, no grocery stores, no nothing. And I had this cute little t-shirt on with a heart on it. I'll show you. It was just a t-shirt and jeans, but it was like a biker bar. And and you gotta be able to, here it comes. It's flying right near me. This is hilarious. You see it?
I see it.
Oh my God, it's coming right by my head. Look at, oh my gosh, go above my head. It's blowing everything.
It's blowing everything.
This is so fun. It sounds like side effects.
It does.
So I was at the bar, and we had a cherry machine in the background, which means a slot machine, you know, which is illegal. I had this cute little T-shirt on with a heart on it, and this guy came up to the bar, and he goes, "Hey, pretty lady, you have a heart on." And then he said something after that. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even work here anymore. Like, because it was just so nasty. So you've got to look out for places that you're going to let your kids work. You know, and my parents didn't care.
Yeah.
They taught me to stand up for myself. And you know what? If I'm the one that wants to work at a sleazy bar, then my parents never stopped me, never held me back. I could do whatever I wanted as long as I had some dignity.
Sure.
And made sure I was reputable with my family. So your kids are now is he 17? I can't believe how good you are at this. It landed on me. Have you ever heard of Magic Wings?
Okay, that didn't quite work the way I thought.
Can I pick it up? This is so fun. So it crashed, but it didn't burn.
Here you go.
Look at, isn't this fun? He went right into my leg. It like landed on me like a butterfly. There's a place. Have you ever brought your kids to Yankee Candle in Deerfield?
We've never been.
Never? Oh.
We drive by it all the time.
Really?
Up.
And then next to Yankee Candle, I don't know if you know this, Rich, but it's called Magic Wings.
The butterfly.
Yup. Have you ever gone there?
Nope.
Okay, so that's two places you can go in one. So you go to the Magic Wings, and then you go. And kids really don't get older for it, especially kids that are dating. They have nothing to do. We have teenagers, so they're going on dates and going to movies and things.
Sure.
But that's kind of fun because kids, you know, there's nothing to do. And you think you're mini golfing when you're 6 years old and that's it. But then you start having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and that's what kids do. They go ice skating together. They go mini golfing.
Right.
It's fun. Bowling. You know, you always think that's what I did when I was 5 and had. Did your kids have bowling parties all the, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Birthday parties, spare time, right?
Miniature golf.
What about spare time? Did you ever do a birthday party
oh, yeah.
there?
We've been there, but not for.
So I'm doing this really good reveal. Okay, hold on, I'm coming over. Even if you move the camera, Rich, it's fine. It's so cool. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I'm doing this like reveal, and I'm taking but I mean, this is just having fun. And even if someone's like, Mom, do you even know what you're doing? No, it's all right. Make whatever you want. You don't tell your kids what to do. Oh, you're doing it wrong. It's like not with art. You know, even if you're like, oh God, you're wrecking it. No, just say nothing. Let them have fun. Even if they ruin it, it's gorgeous.
That's perfect.
Don't you think? It's like you don't say, oh, you know, a lot of perfectionist moms, oh, you're doing it wrong, or oh, put the bow in the back, the braid's not right, the ponytail's too loose. It's like, leave it alone. You know, your outfit doesn't match. It's like, you know what, there's bigger fish to fry. Don't you think with kids?
Yes, absolutely.
It's just kind of like, you know what, so what? You can do it later. But when they're little like this, it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, I teach elementary school, so I just tell everybody everything's gorgeous.
Yeah,
everything's gorgeous. Yeah.
Because you know what, kids have their own creations, and
even a lot of them look at you, and you can tell they're thinking like that lady is totally lying. But I mean, they still love me because I just say it all the time. That is gorgeous.
See?
Yeah, that's it. It's all you say, and they have so much fun. Now, don't be afraid to use other colors, because just because it's Valentine's Day, it doesn't mean you can put in some pinks or some greens. Yeah, I would say, Tony and I, when we went out on dates, we'd always include the children. Not always, but a lot of times. And you know, that's probably, not to be awful, but it's probably for lack of communication. You bring your kids along because it's easier. You can talk to everybody. And that's awful to say, but really it is nice to, you know, when we go out, we usually do have a great time when we fit it in. We used to like do you like J. Timothy's? Have you gone in a while? Not in a while.
It depends on the night.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it used to be
sometimes
packed.
Yeah.
It's not as busy anymore.
I'll tell you, like,
COVID wrecks
I've
everything.
had good
It really
wings
did.
and I've had not so good wings.
Yep.
It depends. You know who has really good wings,
Who?
believe it or not, in town?
Sliders.
Ole's.
Oh, isn't that funny?
And Naples.
Yeah. There's a lot of good restaurants. There's so many, as a matter of fact, that it's hard to, but Ole's does get a lot of good reviews. Hi, Ole's. Yeah, they do.
Sure.
Kids come over. It doesn't matter if they live like, you know, rock stars and movie stars. They always say Ole's or Naples. It's one or the other.
So I know about pizza places tomorrow will be making heart-shaped pizzas.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, and like
So
they say,
cute.
there's
I
a
love
meme that
that.
says, your pizza is a heart-shaped pizza, and you're getting less pizza for your money because
You really
they
are,
charge the
'cause they-
same. If you get a cheese pizza, say that's
You're
$20.
chopping off, like, look at, I'm doing yeah, exactly. You're chopping off half the pizza, right?
Yeah.
It's romantic, but it's like your husband said. He was just, so Dave just took what, Rachel, he took one of the girls
To
to
get,
CVS, and he said, look down the candy aisle.
yeah.
What do you see? And she said, a bunch of guys, yeah, just scrambling around.
Yeah, all the guys in the card department. They're
The
all
card
like
and where the candies are.
Candies, yeah, last minute.
Oh, this is fun. I can't wait to see what
So
mine's
here's my
going to look like.
Valentine.
Oh, that's
I think
very
it's-
pretty.
See it?
She painted like a sunset behind
There's a
hers.
sunset, and then pop out. And I'm putting some of
And
these
Rich, feel free to
like-
fly that thing more because we love it.
loose ones, so when somebody opens it, you're gonna get like a
Oh, that's
confetti.
pretty. She's got some
Yeah.
confetti going in hers. Mine's just a collage. But it is fun. And this is something that you can do with your kids. You can do it, Valentine's will be over and we probably won't air until afterwards, but you can do this for Easter.
Absolutely.
You make Easter eggs with the kids.
Yeah, do
You
bunnies
can do
and
Easter
eggs.
cards. We've got 10 minutes. It's a ton of time. Rich, it's perfect. But you can. You can do it with Easter. You can do it 4th of July.
Absolutely.
A lot of times people are home with kids. The husband's working, or the husband's home with the kids. The wife's working. You're out of your mind. Go to that Dollar Tree, right?
The Dollar Tree.
You
has
just went and got
so many things.
Valentines. They're
I
not gonna
got
hear
a
it.
whole ton of
For
Valentines.
the kids, right?
Yep, for my kids today on my lunch hour.
How
Didn't go
was
to
it?
the gym.
Busy?
No, they had so many balloons. Those helium balloons are hanging up.
Oh, yeah, and they're all
I just
fresh.
I got like lip gloss and chapstick.
Yeah, for
and
the girls, yeah. Well, even the boy, yeah.
Hand lotion, this time of year in the winter. And yeah, so I made out good. I think I spent maybe for 3 kids $42 today.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's like, it's
and I
fun
got a
to
ton
go.
of stuff. So they each, when they wake up in the morning, they're each going to have their own Valentine's bag,
I think it's great.
even as old as they are.
I know.
you
My parents did it
Yeah,
forever.
it's
They'll
like-
probably bring me one
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably. So we're just having fun, and don't really worry about what it looks like. I'm having fun. I feel like I'm a kid again, just kind of. And the glitter's all at school because one lady borrowed it, and I'll bring it right back, and she didn't, and I didn't want to call her.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just let her have it. But usually you get some glitter too, when you're at the store. Ocean State Java Lot's a great little place to go.
It sure is.
I just love that store. Yeah. So what's the recent restaurant that you've gone to that you really like for a date? Like a really good one.
Five Corners. They have the
Oh.
best nachos.
They do?
They taste homemade, and they are to die
You mean the
for.
chips taste homemade or everything?
The
everything?
chips.
The chips
everything,
they
no,
do?
The chips. And my nieces.
Do they warm up the chips? Oh, they do the whole
Yeah.
thing.
So you can have just the plain, nachos, or you can do steak and chicken. So last month we did chicken. This month we did steak. Amazing. It's addicting.
So you can have chicken or steak on the nachos?
Yes.
Wow.
It was amazing.
What about drinks? Do they have good drinks?
The best.
They
so they
do?
have
Oh, see, that's
a
good.
bunch of
That's
beers
good.
on tap.
Yeah.
I want to say like 25 beers on tap, and their drinks are amazing. You know those the big like rock salt type of ice, and then they put the like pepper salt on the rim of a margarita, and you got that big, really nice ice. Ugh.
Yeah, but it's like what you were
So
saying
good.
at Rebel Dog. Like they make the coffee, they put everything in it. Like maple, what did they make? A sandwich with maple something on it? You said was to die for.
Yeah, it's like a maple bourbon Tabasco
There's some
sauce
really
on your
good-
egg sandwich, and they like toast the bun up. Go to Rebel Dog.
Yeah, that's a
Plainville,
good one.
There's Plainville and there's
There's so
Farmington,
many
Five Corners.
restaurants. Then there's these ones called Pokey Works. I don't know if they're like, are those good for like bodybuilding? Pokey
Yeah,
Works?
because it's a healthier
I
alternative.
think it's some
Very
kind of
fresh.
healthy thing. I see it next to Shake
Very
Shack, which is
fresh.
opposite, right? Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, we're just kind of making it up as we go along. We probably have about 7 minutes, maybe 5. And yeah. And then don't forget, Christina's a dental hygienist and has the best. Now I go there. And I'm very comfortable. And guess what? Did Tony come yet? My 2 kids and I come. Yeah. I love it. I just started. It was my brand new dentist. I
Yeah.
love it. Christina
We
did my
work in a
teeth.
good
Yeah, I
office.
love
I've
it.
been at the same office for 27 years.
I love Dr. Ellis.
Yeah, he's a great boss.
It's right
Great
across from
dentist.
Bedding Barn.
Yes.
And now that they legalized pot, I think you have a pot dispensary across the street, just saying.
There is.
I think so. So, you can go to the dentist and then, go over to the bedding bar and get a mattress. It's like, this whole world is crazy,
Right?
isn't it? It's crazy. Who would have thought? That's right across the street.
I know.
But I mean, Farmington Avenue, right where you are, you have they have have you ever gone to Rod's? That's a good restaurant.
I've never been. My
It's
boss goes
really
a lot.
good. He does?
On Sunday mornings, he
It's
has a
very
coffee.
good breakfast, yeah. It's like have you ever gone to Saints?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good too. But there's so many. I'm into bagels, so I really like that, but it has to be, I like Bruegger's, but I don't like their coffee. And I mean, how can you go somewhere for breakfast and not like
and
their coffee?
yeah, you have to have good coffee. That's why Rebel Dog's coffee is so
That's what you
good.
said. What kind do you get?
Well, last time I got a
Iced or is it hot?
No, it's hot. I got a decaf vanilla, and it had a vanilla bourbon maple, like a shot, like the creamer. Never had anything like it before.
Really?
I just tried
Amazing.
it for the first time on Sunday with the breakfast sandwich.
To die for.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of great places around here. So what about car shows? Any car shows coming up?
Oh yeah, March starts like a bunch. We'll be going like almost every weekend, March through like November.
Could you ever host one at Hillstead?
Yes.
I think that would be a great idea.
I think the Davo was talking
I
about
think
that.
if you could do that, I think that would be a lot of fun. And plus, you could get, there's so many the cars are interesting because it's not just hot rods and it's not just this and that and it's not
Right.
just old. Nobody wants to look at, I don't like looking at the first made car, like the Henry Ford Model T. I don't want to look at that. I
No.
like looking at, I went to a Ferrari show once in New York City and they said, do not touch the tire. And I touched
Really?
it. Yeah. A lot of people did because it said don't do it. So we did. And it was just, the tire was super, super sticky.
Was it
Sticky.
really?
Yeah. I think because they go so fast, they got to stick to I don't know, the tires were sticky. It was very strange.
Interesting.
I know. I don't know if they have to train. It's like, if your kid plays hockey, you have to sharpen those things all the time. So I don't know. I don't love mine, but I'm getting to love it. But there's a lot you can do with paper. A lot of people, don't spend time with their husbands like they go on the date night every week. And even if it's like you said, it could be a brewery. So
It's
if
easy.
my husband doesn't want to go out and have a glass of wine and a salad.
Sure.
Well, neither does mine. Oh, we got 2 minutes. It's perfect, Rich.
Okay, good.
But it doesn't have to be breakfast. It doesn't have to be lunch. It doesn't have to be drinks. It could be anything.
Sometimes we just go on a hike. Even
Yep.
at the Hillstead.
You do everything,
We,
yeah.
We just, hey, let's get out and
They do thing with
do a walk.
the kids do everything. They live on the greatest property.
Absolutely.
And do you ever have people try to come into the other entrance, over by the road?
The gate's locked, but
So they
people
can't
try
even-
to get out that way, and they realize that the gate's locked.
And then they have to turn around, yeah. And then Dave pretty much runs a lot of the show, except for,
Yeah. Operations
the
director.
boring stuff. Yeah, he does all the fun stuff. Yeah, so you can make this with your kids. We have probably a minute left, so we'll wrap it up. We've had so much fun. I'm going to show you what mine look. I'm going to show you, she added, so she had a canvas so this might not be Valentine's-y, but it still can be a little gift for
It's
someone.
a red flower.
Yeah, and you could give it to one of the kids and just put it with the Valentine in the morning.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
idea.
put it right through the Valentine and they'll put it in their room. And mine is more of a kind of paper goofy thing. But again, it's do
great.
stuff with your kids and don't worry if you're not good. It's nobody cares. It's you're the one with the money in the pocketbook. And go over to a little Dollar Tree and get some cute things and sit with your kids and have fun. You can even do it during the Super Bowl last night.
Right.
We wanted the Chiefs to win. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, they were Chiefs fans, and I guess that's what happened at the end.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had a great time tonight. Get some stuff. It doesn't have to be a professional painting time every time we're here. Go to the store, go to Dollar Tree, get a bunch of stuff. It's going to cost you nothing, like you said. And, you can have fun with your kids. So happy Valentine's. Go on a date and have a great February. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. So.
warm at Jaws Pawn, and we're stocked full of treasures. Big or small, we buy it all. We buy and sell fast rides, power tools, vintage guitars, and so much more. Walk the plank in style with our fine jewelry, diamonds, and watches. Plus, we have a huge selection of the latest video games, including the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Jaws Pawn, conveniently located on Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington and West Main Street in New Britain.